Hey everybody, it's your girl Allie, and here I am back again for another week to share with you how everything went last week in the Chris Sain challenge on the road to 100K. I always like to let you guys know what day it is, so I'm going to show you my phone. Today is Sunday, February 28th in the year 2021, and I will tell you, just like I did last week, this past week, week 8, we're coming to the end of week 8, which was February 22nd through February the 26th. Like I said, today is February 28th. It's Sunday following the end of week 8. Whew, week 8 was quite an adventure. It was a challenge, to say the least. I mean, I had such high hopes coming out of week 7. You probably recall week 7 was a challenge. You remember me whining about what had happened in week 7 and how it was like, oh, week 8 was just as bad, if not honestly worse. I'll tell you what, started the week out with high hopes and aspirations as far as stocks shooting up. And the next thing I know, a good many of them went south. Didn't go north, they went south. So, with that being said, Chris always says when there's blood in the streets, hey, we got to go shopping. It's time for us. When there's red in the streets, we got to do something about that. We got to go shopping. We got to look at it like it's a clearance sale. So that's just what I did. I will tell you, I had some wins, just a very few wins, and I had some losses. So you're going to get a chance to take a look at that inside of my portfolio. I don't like to call the stocks losers, even though they were losers to some extent. They're all going to end up being winners. Okay, everybody, here we are in my portfolio. And as I mentioned in the beginning, this is the end of week 8, which is February 22nd through February 26th. That's the trading week. I actually recorded this video, however, it's Sunday right now, February the 28th, the last day of the month of February, calendar month. Tell you what, last week, was quite an adventure. You can see where I finished up. I lost $1,515. I was down about 22.5% in my portfolio. You can see I got out of several option contracts. And by the way, I did get into that Macy's call that Chris told us about, and I ended up I lost some money on that one because when I got into it, I had high hopes and aspirations, and these are some others that I previously had. As you guys know, those of you that may have watched my channel, these are a couple of calls that I had from a while back. And I'm just going to go ahead and see what can come of them. Maybe it will turn around and go back towards $20. At least that's what I'm hoping that it will do as far as Macy's is concerned. But I got into that option contract that Chris mentioned for Macy's. And like I said, I already showed you this, but I ended up getting out of that one or those because, you know, the market just didn't perform, and I had invested. I actually bought 5 contracts, and so that was a kind of a big loss for me in that sense. I took the money that I was able to squeeze out of it and put it into getting some more ZOM. PLTR, Palantir, I had gotten this contract, and you can see the results there, not good at all. Man, I had such high hopes for PLTR and M this past week, and then of course the market did what it did. So those were some of my challenging stocks. I still have hope for Zynga. I think this thing is going to do something. I'm just hoping that it will do something before expiration, which you can see is March the 12th for me on this. I'm hoping this thing will turn around and do something. I did get into Johnson and Johnson. You can see I bought out of the money on Johnson and Johnson. The news came out today, or excuse me, yesterday, which was Saturday, about the Johnson and Johnson vaccination, the one-shot vaccination. So I am very bullish and hopeful that something good will come of that. You can see I have 2 calls, and they're way out of the money, way out of the money. I'm just hoping Johnson and Johnson, by the time of expiration, one of them has an expiration date of April the 1st. And the other one, which I had bought a while back, has an expiration date of April the 16th. But you can see they're way out of the money. But with the news that just came out, hopefully things will go in the right direction where I need them to go and take off. Now, my winner, or I should say one of my winners for this past week was Walgreens. You guys know how much I like Walgreens. You can see Walgreens ended up finishing up on Friday, up about 18.75, which is a great gain. And still holding strong at over 100% gain on these 5 contracts that I have in Walgreens. And you can see they're more of a leap, or at least that's the terminology I've learned from everybody in the stock market. It's got an expiration date way out into next year. So I'm really hoping that these will reach those dates by that time. Some of the other stocks, you guys are familiar with my portfolio, those that have been watching. Fuel Cell has been sailing along. I only was able to get 1 share of Fuel Cell. I'm still going to build out my portfolio in Fuel Cell, everybody. You can see Fuel Cell finished up, and I've still got good gains going on year to date because I got in at $12. I hate to say this, but I was hoping it would go way down to that level. But I hope to be able to buy some Fuel Cell this coming week because I think the stock market, like Chris said on Saturday, is going to trade sideways for this next week. At least that's what it seems. There's my oxygen. This thing went down to $7.77. You guys know this is one of my little picks that I got back at $3, and I love this stock. I think it's got outstanding potential, and I'm determined to get this thing built out to 100 shares. I did go ahead and buy some more Zomedica, ZOM. I bought a few shares. I think I bought about 40 shares of this. But you can see Zomedica was a winner based on what I bought it at initially. And I've been, buying in and average cost and bringing it down a little bit. Still not anywhere near what I paid when I first bought it. But anyway, I'm seeing gains both for the day Friday and so far since I've had it. So I intend to try to build Zomedica up to about 500 shares. I would like to get it up to 500 shares. Oxygen, this is another one of those stocks that I believe have great potential, and I own 100 shares in this now. And I did go after building out Ideanomics. Finally, I was able to catch this, and I got it. You can see my average cost is way higher than it should be, but I went on ahead and got this thing to 100 shares. So, and Friday we had a good day Friday in IDX. So I still want to continue to build that. The cryptocurrencies dropped significantly from where you saw them last week. So overall, had an eventful week last week. Had some winners, had some losers. I had gotten out of APXT, so I do intend to get back in APXT. I'm excited about the Johnson & Johnson option play that I got into. I do intend to get Zomedica up to 500, and then IDX, I was able to get it to 100 this past week. So that's what's happened in my portfolio. This week, week 9, should be very adventurous for us. Chris says he thinks it's going to trade sideways, and usually Chris is right. So as always, thank you. Shout out to each and every one of you that are going along in the Chris Sain Challenge. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you all about this other course that I'm taking that's teaching me a little bit more, a lot more actually, about the stock market as far as buying stocks and trading stocks. Stay tuned. I'll tell you guys about that as I continue to learn more. So expect to see something on that. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as a member of the channel, Allie's View. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it. And good luck this coming week in the market.